I just started the podcast.
No, I wasn't. I feel like one of you guys would say, "Oh, he's probably jerking off." No, I'm not doing that.
Dude,
Damn,
that's gonna be the first thing people are gonna hear.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, it probably is.
Started the podcast.
No, I wasn't. I have a feeling one of you guys.
Dude, it's the second thing that came up.
Yep. Oh god, that's hilarious.
Like, you okay, buddy? I said I was starting the podcast.
Well, guess what? That's your fault because I know Miles.
What do you mean that's your fault?
It's Miles' fault.
All right, Miles, take it away.
All right. What is going on, guys? We are back with another podcast. This is Podcast 41. Today we will be talking about the Winter Anime 2017 final thoughts. So last season's thoughts on all the anime that came out. We'll see if we can get to all the anime, but we'll see. So first to discuss what anime that Memory really enjoyed.
Yo!
Then take it away, Memory. Tell us what you really enjoyed.
Oh, I thought we were doing introductions.
What?
Wow, yeah, that's
no one even got introduced. They don't even know who's here, dude.
Listen, man, there's like 5 people here.
Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another podcast, and we have Memory here today.
Well, that's it for the podcast.
Is this real?
He soiled it.
We have Memory.
Yo,
We have
again.
Travis.
Yo.
We got Blade.
Hey,
Myself,
fuck
yours
was
truly, and then we got
Yeah, the best, saving the best for last.
Hey,
How's it going, everyone?
But yeah, today we will be talking about the Winter Anime 2017. We will be giving our overall thoughts. So first to start off this, let's go with Memory.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So what are we starting off with? Our favorite show of the season or what?
He doesn't know.
dude,
You gotta lay the foundation.
We're talking about last season, Memory.
Dude, have you not? Do you not know the format?
Have you
of
ever
this?
done one of these?
All right, guys, and
Oh
I'm
my
gonna take
God.
it over. And the first anime we're gonna talk about is Masamune. So Nate, you can take it away and let us know what you think about Masamune,
Oh
Thanks.
god, it sucks.
wow, man.
or not.
Masamune. Or not.
We are out of it
I was
today.
waiting for, I was waiting for the smoke to clear. Alright.
All right, you can go.
What's happening, man? What's going on? I don't understand.
Oh god, fucking just start.
We are starting.
Welcome back to the Otaku
Oh no!
Dude,
Fucking talk about an anime. That's what we're talking about. That's what the podcast
Okay,
is.
okay.
Talk
We're
about
not gonna keep
some
having
shit.
intros, okay? This is
Yo,
like
Nate!
Masamune. Hey, Masamune though, for real.
Oh my god, dude.
This shit starts now, alright?
right.
Masamune.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, nothing we haven't saw before. I think it started off pretty well, but once that little chubby motherfucker was thrown into the
yeah, no.
for real, when he was thrown into the picture, it kind of just went downhill for me. To be honest,
That's about it for that
Really?
Well, no.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
no.
your typical rom-com for
It
real.
really is. He's not, dude. Like, he's not joking. Like, I know this. It's titled harem. Like, if you go on any site, it says it's a harem. I don't know why it's titled harem because there's like really no harem elements to this show besides.
There's
Another
only
girl
2 girls I
like
see
it.
that like
Right.
Neko and
And
Aki.
right. And maybe the
They think maybe it's listed as a harem for Yoshino, but I can't see like. I don't think Yoshino sees him in that way. At least
right now,
first
she likes
season.
him. She
Yeah.
likes him, but not like I don't think likes that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I agree with him completely because honestly, it starts off I think unique with whole instead of just being a regular rom-com or even just a romance harem type thing or whatever, it actually starts off with the premise of hey, he's gonna have a revenge on Aki,
Yeah.
and that's not really been done before in terms of romances. Usually it's like, oh, I want to show her that I'm the best now, etc. That's not usually revenge. This guy wants to just break her heart
Mhm.
by making her fall in love with him. That's
And
awesome.
then crush her dreams.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the show crushes our dreams when they add the fat dude who is just so generic, so bland. But then the story like does this weird shit where it doesn't know what the fuck it wants to do anymore. It starts rushing toward the end. Like the last couple episodes feel like you're on a roller coaster and just speeding through, missing every fucking turn that it's supposed to have. It sucks. It really sucks near the end. And that's the unfortunate part. Because otherwise, I would have said this was actually a great show.
Yeah.
Someone said as a manga reader, it doesn't get any better, in my opinion.
No, I heard a lot of my subscribers said that they've read the manga or are reading it currently, and it only gets worse after the part that already gets worse in the anime.
From what I watched, like, don't get me wrong, like, I thought it was good, but I never really thought it was gonna be, like, great, you know? Like,
Right.
Oh, same. Yeah.
I know, like you said, it started out, like, differently in a sense, but I still didn't think it was gonna be that great. I still think it was
No, nor did I.
alright. Like,
I don't know
it
what
was
they got.
still worth watching, don't get me wrong, and I'll finish the rest of the episodes I still have left, but it wasn't like one of those things where you have to watch it or you're missing out. It was just like an average watch, just one of the in-between series that just add in to the whole season.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I like the premise, to be honest, especially how the fact, like, he goes from being this fatso, and then after that, he tries to change his life around by becoming, like, some sort of hot dude or some shit, and then he tries to get this one girl who has technically ruined his life, try to make her fall in love with himself, and then he wants to break her. I like that sort of premise, but I think it just became, like, convoluted in the sense, like, how it just got, I don't know, generic by the end. I liked the sense on the first 3 episodes, how they went about it, but then it just kind of, like, went stale. I don't really think it's as bad as Nisekoi, though, because Nisekoi goes fucking nowhere. But
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was entertaining, I will say that. So
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a complete flop. I don't think it was anything as good as it started, but it wasn't a flop at least.
Yeah.
So I'll agree with that.
So if you had to give it a rating, what would you guys give it on your, I guess, overall enjoyment, I'll say? How about that part? Your overall enjoyment of the series,
7 out
what
of
would
10.
you rate it?
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Probably.
7, yeah.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't watch anime.
It's just like it's
Shut
just
up, dude.
literally in the middle of everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like if you literally just went in the dictionary and saw the word average, Masamune would be right next to it.
No, it tells you go to page 300 to find Masamune.
Yeah, Masumune's literally in the dictionary. Oh, God. All
It
right.
is.
So you guys want to talk about Blue Exorcist, since that's one of the ones that not all of us watch, but so we can get it out of the way?
I guess so.
I think me and Miles finished it. Did
I
you
watched
finish?
it.
Oh,
Memory
okay, so
watched it, yeah.
let's finish it. I'll tell you right now, like I had mixed emotions about it starting because I felt that the start was a little bit weird. But overall, though, it did a very good job at times. I think near the end, when the action started finally ramping up. I mean, I was told this by every manga reader that reads Blue Exorcist religiously, etc. That the midpoint, I think even you, Miles, told me that it's not going to be. It's going to be set up for most part. It's just going to set up things and then finally get into action. But for the most part, it was enjoyable. I liked it a lot. You know, it had some great animation. Fucking A1 Pictures.
Oh yeah, they went
really,
in with it. They
yeah,
went in with
A1
it,
Pictures poured
Animation
money
was
into
great.
it.
which they should have because I mean it's been forever.
Right, it's been like several years, but since the last season even came out. But overall, though, I think it was probably one of the stronger things of the season. Definitely was. I understand if you're not a Blue Exorcist fan, it's not going to change your mind of Blue Exorcist. I'll tell you that right now. But if you really did love this show, you're going to be absolutely in love with this.
Yeah, it wasn't like the first season of Blue Exorcist for me was like really average, but I'd definitely say the second season's a whole lot better.
Mhm.
I think I don't know, just the feel the second season had a different feel for me than it did for me watching the first season, to be honest.
And then the halfway point kind of just, it went filler, and it was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It was a character-driven focused art, which I basically told everyone.
Yeah.
rather than.
I
the
liked
fact
it though
that all
because
act-
I really like Bond as a character. So like,
Oh, so do I.
yeah,
That's
that's
probably one of the strongest characters besides like Rin himself, and
yeah.
that's about it.
I still can't stand Yukio though, man.
Dude, Yukio is a dick. I want to
That's
kick him
just
in
me
the
though.
balls.
I cannot like even in the last episode at the very end, like he's still on about the whole thing, like Rin like stopping, like using his powers and shit and all that and whatnot, and him
Yeah.
getting in trouble. Like,
Dude, it's because he
dude,
has a
like
gun.
they
He
just
thinks he's cool. Okay.
like literally they just got out of this huge ass fight where people like were seriously injured, people like could have died and all that, and fucking he's just like, oh Rin, you're gonna get in trouble for this.
You
Yeah.
should have been inside your jail cell. What are you doing?
I mean, it looks like by the ending that he kind of like changed his mind though. But I really
Yeah,
don't
that's a
know
stretch,
because
man.
I haven't read that far ahead in the manga. I've only like finished this arc, the Impure King arc.
People
So
tell me
I
he doesn't get
really-
much better, dude.
I really
Yeah.
don't know, to be honest.
Yeah,
but-
people tell me he does get much better. Like that's one thing I've heard from a lot of people. If you hate Yukio, you're gonna hate him as the series continues. He gets a little different. I'm not gonna say when, but there is a part he gets a little different. He becomes a little cooler, from what I hear. But it's up to the point that it takes a while for that to happen.
Yeah.
So, your guys' overall opinions, do you think it was better than the first season?
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
Because I know in my
Yeah,
opinion, I got lost like halfway through the first season of Blue Exorcist. Do you think they did a better job of,
Oh yeah.
I guess,
It
pacing
flows.
the
It
series?
flows. Yeah, it's paced
Yeah.
really well. At least
Right.
like I'm an anime only, and it feels paced really well, put together really well.
I read the manga for this chapter because I wanted to see the comparison, and it's pretty fucking accurate. Like they did a good job of making sure that the adaptation was, because I know that was the biggest complaint with the first season. Obviously, wasn't close to the manga. This time they really went, hey, listen, let's make this as freaking close as possible with getting rid
Yeah.
of just a little bit of extra stuff here and there. But they do a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flowed pretty nicely, I'd say.
Someone asked, does it require another season? You think it'll come out with
Yeah.
another season?
Yeah,
I hope so.
I mean,
Because-
it's so
Like
much of
10
the
years
manga's
from
already
now?
done.
But
No,
Oh,
I mean,
that's-
some of the manga's done right now.
It took them like 4 to 5 years, so probably in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Timmy!
Pull an Attack on
season are we
Titan.
on now?
Pull an Attack on Titan. It'll come out. This
swear.
season, I swear. All right, next
have-
year,
they'll have
next
dates
year.
for it.
No, wait. Next year.
Dude, definitely March 2018. Okay. No, wait. We're pushing it back 2019 June.
2030.
Promise. That's what it is.
then they'll put out some like Blue Exorcist
5
clone and
episodes.
call
Yeah.
it like Red
No, 5
Exorcist
episodes
or
this time,
some
guys.
shit.
Green
5 episodes.
Like they
No
did with
way.
Kabanari and Attack on Titan, they'll put out something like Red Exorcist or some shit.
Green
Oh, God.
Magician. It's Green Magician, and it's like the same thing.
Grand magician.
Well, and by the way, Mark says that he doesn't know if he agrees with the pacing because it follows the manga. It does a whole bunch of flashbacks. The flashbacks are kind of needed only because it's been so long since people have seen the first season. I know for a fact that people have gone into this and going, I don't remember everything that happened.
Shit, I didn't
So all those
remember
flashbacks,
anything.
right? So those flashbacks.
I just
were-
watched it recently. Well,
Exactly, but you know the thing with all this, because there's a lot of information for Blue Exorcist. It's one of those type of shows. But the thing is the flashbacks reinforced, to me at least, a lot of the stuff that happened in the first season that was important. So it's like that wasn't really needless. I think it was kind of
No,
important.
it was definitely needed because you're too busy falling asleep during the first season. So
So you
Don't
forgot
matter.
half the stuff.
yeah, forgot everything.
So what's your guys's, if you had to give it a rating for an enjoyment, what would it be?
8.5.
I gave it I think I gave it an 8.
Yeah. I'm
8 out
along
of
the same
10.
line.
Better than the first season, though,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
At least in my eyes.
So now let's talk about Konosuba Season 2 Disappointment. All right, who wants
I
to
wouldn't say
go
it's
first?
I didn't say it's a disappointment, but I mean, it definitely wasn't as funny as last season. Last season was fucking phenomenal. Even the OVA that we got, I fucking laughed my ass off. But I don't know. It just wasn't as good. It just wasn't as good.
Yeah, I don't know how it's like rated so much higher than the first season. I don't really get
It
that.
just kind of
but-
like
Just
gave a different
finished.
vibe or something. That's what it gave me. So.
Yeah, I liked the first half, or so, but like after that first half, like some of the stuff wasn't really funny almost at all. And then it was like dragged on throughout the episode. It was almost
That whole
like
shit with the village at like the last few episodes,
Yeah.
they dragged that on so much, and it
Yeah,
was
I got
not even
tired of
that.
that, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what killed. That's what to me. That's still what killed. The
like
show.
I thought
Those
I
last-
thought the prison stuff at the beginning and all that
Oh, yeah,
was
that stuff
pretty
was
funny.
good.
But then
Yeah.
like it came to like episode 5 and then it was like, do I really have to finish this one? Do I really have to do it? But I mean, I'm not going to say it was like horrible, but it was definitely a disappointment compared to what I thought it was going to be. Especially because all it had to fulfill was 10 episodes. Like, you couldn't just make 10 episodes funny. Like, in the first
No.
place, it should have just been episodic. Each one, something different happens in each episode. And then at the end, it kind of dragged on 2 episodes, 3 episodes for the stupid town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that town stuff, man. Really, like I even said it in my reviews of it because I was reviewing it, and that town, like, I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think there are some moments that were funny overall, but
But the
as a whole,
overall, yeah.
Yeah,
wasn't
but
funny.
you get like a giggle, not the whole time you're like laughing your ass off. I felt like the whole first season, like the whole episode, I was laughing my ass off pretty much.
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, funny things did happen in this season. I just feel like it wasn't enough because it was like half. Like it almost felt like half done. Then they just added on the other half and was like, here you go. We didn't have enough episodes to do 5 more, so we'll drag on 1 episode for 3. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had to like give it a rating or something like that, I think I gave it like a 7 or something. And I think that might have even been a little bit generous in my opinion. But what do you guys think your rating would be?
Oh, for me, the whole season, I mean, it was still a B. Like, so it was still an 8
I
out
think I
of 10
gave it
for
an
me.
8.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's only up to the whole thing up to that point is still hilarious. Like, I feel like the very beginnings, like maybe 6 episodes or 7 episodes, were funny, and they just reminded me so much of the first season that it wasn't a bad thing that it reminded me so much of the first season. But it like I said, yeah, we all said the town was probably the hindrance. I didn't like the ending that much. Like, I know people like the ending. I felt like it was a copy and paste almost of what happened in the first season. Like,
Yeah, I thought it was
oh, here we
kinda
go. Let's
dumb.
just do the same thing again. There was still funny moments about the ending, obviously, but it was the first one.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like the only reason I say like a 7 is like the second half almost like negates my enjoyment of the first part. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. If we were just talking the first half, mine would probably be like a 9 because it was really funny, and then it just like goes downhill in a sense.
What did you give it?
Like a 7.
Yeah, you got it on 8 as Mal, mate, so I'll see ya.
Oh.
Wow.
Got
Alright.
ya.
Well, as I
Damn.
said,
Busted.
as I said, I don't even think I like it as like a 7. But
You like it as an 8?
Oh, Snapples.
yeah,
No,
at
I'm
least
kidding.
then it's not like 7 on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, dude, like I
Alright.
said, man, I
Alright.
didn't do that.
What?
And in the next one, we can talk about Yojo Senki, all of your guys' favorite
Oh,
one.
I loved you.
Travis,
Joe. I don't
you can
care
take
what
it
is.
away for the first one.
Yeah.
Let
I don't
everyone
watch
know how
anime,
much you
so,
love it.
Yeah. I don't watch anime, so I can't answer this question.
Jesus Christ, dude! Like, God,
What do you mean, dude? I literally finished all that. That's all I watched.
Oh,
That's it.
no.
oh man,
Dude, you were supposed to talk about how you hated hearing everyone talk about the person's voice or something. Wasn't it
Well, I
the
mean,
person's
it
voice?
still wasn't as annoying to me, but
Oh, that
I mean,
was fucking
No,
annoying.
you're
I stopped hearing everyone.
You were supposed
I
to
didn't
say
really give a
everyone's
crap about it.
annoying, dude. Come on.
No.
Anyways, I'll take you, Josinki, because I think I'm probably one of the few people who really liked it. I mean, Studio
Probably.
Nut. This is the first
Studio Nut.
Studio Nut.
Never gave it a 7. Malap sucks at times.
Dude,
It
I fucking
changes your rating, doesn't
God.
it? Someone hacked into your account and changed it to a 7.
Have you used the Mal app?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
completely
I've
fine for me,
had
buddy.
my shit being deleted before. Like I've had stuff
Well,
added and it just completely
Yeah,
disappears.
it must have just been
Thank
you
you.
in your sleep then. So
Sure, yeah. Man.
Unlucky.
Anyways,
Sleep rating.
anyways,
I gave it a 7 in my sleep.
yeah. Anyways, at least I'm here with actual anime watched. Moving on. Yu Senki
Damn.
was actually fucking amazing to me. I really liked it. It was the first time that Student Nut did an anime, and I didn't know how I would feel about that, to be honest, because Izetta came out last year, and that was their first, like some other company's first real like anime, and that sucked. That was terrible. But this was
Sucked
freaking
it.
awesome. This
So
was
would
awesome.
you
No, it didn't
say
suck.
you
It really was
busted a nut?
good. Oh,
Oh God.
Shut up.
but no, but I really did. I really enjoyed it. Like I think the story was good. I think the animation was solid. The music, the opening and closing were awesome. It's like honestly one of the better things of the season to me. Out of it, I was surprised because I really didn't think that going into it because I felt the same with her voice was so annoying to hear at the beginning, and then I just got used to it. Like at one point, you don't even really notice her voice like that, and she does change her voice. Like she doesn't start off, she doesn't stay that way throughout the whole thing. She starts doing different things with her voice.
So would
And
you
so
say you enjoy lollies?
No, I don't. I don't like lollies.
Oh,
I honestly God hate lollies.
but lollies that are actually men.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
The only thing
Hmm.
I liked about JoJo Senki was the fighting. That's it. Battles.
Fighting was good. I
That's
liked the
it.
story of it.
Everything else is shit, in my opinion. Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, that's you're entitled to your opinion.
See, someone said so good, Blade busted a nut.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch it too, Miles?
I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes and I
That's the
didn't
first
really like
episode.
it all that much, to be honest.
Damn.
Yeah, I think me and Miles
Damn.
kind of feel the same way about it.
Damn.
Damn. I'm like the only one who enjoyed
Oh,
it.
Blade was the only one that liked it. Next.
No, I gotta give it a real
Yeah,
a
so
number.
so what did you
It
give
just
it?
seems like whenever there's a series like this, like one of those like darker, like military styled ones, like all these people are like, it's so good because it's dark.
It wasn't really
Like just
that
because
dark
a
first one.
series is dark doesn't mean it's good. Like that was everyone with Joker Game before Joker Game started. They were like, it's so dark and mysterious. It's gonna be anime of the season. And then look how Joker Game turned out. Like
What,
I don't know,
great?
like 91 Days as well.
Nah,
Same thing.
91 Days is freaking.
It wasn't
sick,
anime
dude.
of the season.
No, it was the 91
It
days
was like
before the shit.
No,
before it went into
91
91 Days, everyone was like, it's a dark mafia anime. This is gonna be anime of the
It's been
season.
done every fucking type movie ever made in the
It's
Western
like when
audience.
people see like a
Ever.
darker tone series, they think it's like gonna be anime of the season or something.
Yeah, just watch Romance if you want animes of the season.
Nah, 91 Days was freaking sick in my opinion. I loved it.
Mm.
I gave it a 10.
Oh,
Alright. What did
dude.
you give Yojo Senki?
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
So higher
Well,
than Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, it looks like you get.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
let's
see you
compare the
guys
two.
next week.
Let's compare Brotherhood to this. Yeah, that's a good idea. That makes sense.
All right. And the next one we will talk about is Little Witch. So who wants to go first, even though
I'm
it's not really done, but you can say your opinions on it so far.
I'm out.
I'm not caught up to the most recent episode, but
That's fine. Just, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, just give your opinion on what you watched.
Harry Potter the anime.
I told you guys it was like Harry
Look,
Potter with girls.
if I wasn't trying to catch up with Natsume's Book of Friends, I probably would have completed more series. So what I can say is the first few episodes I did watch on this, and I did watch the first few episodes of like most shows, but obviously I didn't continue them. But for Little Witch, it was great. Being a huge Harry Potter fan as well, it was kind of just a funny, enjoyable version of that. Another enjoyable version. Not saying Harry Potter is not enjoyable, obviously, but yeah, I enjoyed Little Witch quite a lot, and I think I'll finish it. Well, catch up to it at some point.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was really glad it got a TV series because I watched the short movies and was like telling people to watch the short movies. And then, like, I mean, usually people don't really want to watch shorts and things like that. So I'm kind of glad it got a TV series because now everyone kind of gets to watch it now. And the shorts are really great. And from what I've seen from the episodes that I've watched of Little Witch, it's just as good as the shorts were. So it's kind of exciting to me. I don't know.
Mhm. I just think it's a whole lot of fun. Like,
Hell yeah.
you don't really have to like. I don't know, the story's nothing like mind bending or anything or like complex or anything like that. Like, it's a easy series to watch, and it's a lot of fun.
Fun series.
And the characters are goofy, like in
Yeah.
their each own way.
That trigger
Akko kind
greatness.
of, I don't know. Akko, like sometimes she annoys the hell out of me, but like I think that's just like kind of her character. So
Right.
I
like
watched
sometimes I
quite-
think she's too much.
I watched quite a few episodes of Little Witch Academia. I still need to get caught up with the recent episodes, but from what I've seen, I actually really enjoy it. So, yeah, I like it. It kind of brings me back to old classic anime, to be honest. So.
Yeah. All
fun.
about that trigger, baby.
Mhm.
All right, what would you guys give a rating for it of enjoyment so far?
0 out of 10 because I've never seen it.
Probably like a 8.5.
Oh no.
8.5.
Yeah, I'd say like an 8.5 as well.
Yeah, I can't rate. I only watched like 2 episodes, so I'm
Who
not gonna
cares?
say.
Give it a rating. What did you think about
Okay.
those 2 episodes? Would you go back and check out more, Travis?
I'd say it's yeah. I'd just agree with you guys. 8.5, 8,
Oh
8.5.
yeah.
Damn.
All right, what did
Probably
you think, Miles?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I really haven't watched all the episodes, so I really can't make a judgment. But I mean, probably like at least a 7.5 for right now. At least. But
Okay,
once I probably
okay.
watch more, it's probably gonna bump up to an 8. To be honest, because I'm actually really enjoying
Yeah,
it. So
because that trigger greatness probably will.
yes, trigger is greatness. Yes.
All right. And the next one we will talk about, I think only Nate has actually even seen it, is the Dragon Maid shit.
Yeah.
I watched like the first episode.
I watched the first
Dude,
episode.
Dragon Maid is so great, dude.
All I
It's-
saw was screenshots of later in the series where like one of the dragon girls looks like she has a turd on her head.
Oh yeah.
I actually
I
want
see
to
that
watch
lolly.
it because I
They
heard
only
it's
see that
good.
lolly all
No,
the time
it's
with
not.
that
Dude, they don't
thunder
do. No, they don't do anything weird like with it or anything. It's just all like it's
Besides the
fucking. The whole thing is hilarious, dude. And
Well,
like
it's listed
the
as a
show,
comedy, it's not the same thing else.
yeah, the show does like fan service right. Like it's not all in your face like a fucking like ecchi show or anything like that. Maybe sometimes with like whatever her name is, Lukoa or whatever, like, but that's just like her character. That's like who she is, I guess. I mean,
So just a sex appeal character.
yeah, she's like a sex appeal character, I guess, sure.
Oh yeah.
But no, like there
No, I
like
don't
there
know.
are some really awesome moments in it. Just like the idea of having like dragons living with a human, like it's kind of funny.
Coming this
Um,
summer.
But I would really honestly recommend it to anyone who's like a comedy slice of life fan because like it's honestly like a great time.
Okay.
So
For sure.
what would you give it as a rating for enjoyment?
Honestly, probably a 9 out of 10. Like it's
Oh!
that.
Wow.
I've enjoyed it that much. I'm not done with it yet. I still have like 2 episodes to go, but
Wow. Okay.
Nice, man. So
and Kana's probably my favorite character. She is so, oh man, she's so adorable and she's hilarious too.
all right, so I don't know who's watched the next one, but the next one is Fuka.
I watched 8 episodes.
Buns. I dropped it.
Yeah, kind of like stopped
I
watching.
stopped
it.
watching it right after that episode where that where they were like hugging around the jacket, and then somehow he fell on her, and I was just like, well,
Oh yeah,
Ow.
dude. That was so
stop.
like,
Okay.
how do you fall like that?
Remember when they were walking around the fucking statue?
Oh my god. I wonder if they're behind the statue. Let's walk the same time so we can't see each other. Good job.
You know, I was so happy that like they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna do the messed up part that there was gonna be the series.
No, they didn't.
No, and I was so happy because I wanted to see people's reactions. Like, okay, they're gonna see that this show probably sucks because I think the manga sucks. Okay, up to the part at near the end where it changes and shifts the whole concept of the show like halfway through. What do? They go, you know what? We don't want to fucking do that ending. Fuck it. We're going with our original story instead. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
no.
didn't they say they didn't want to upset people or something?
Yeah, they were afraid to upset people. I've never heard that before in my life.
They were
'Cause I
afraid
think
of
it's more
what?
upsetting it's more upsetting to actually change a manga adaptation and make it, from an anime and change it like that. I think that's more upsetting, especially for the sheer fact that that was like the only thing that was the saving grace of Fuka manga wise, even though Fuka manga is not even that great to begin with. And I mean, I want to spoil it for people, but I'm at the same time like, I don't know if it's worth even mentioning. I mean, that's up
It's
to you guys. What do you
not.
think? Should I say it or no?
It's irrelevant.
It kind of, well, the thing is that I want. Oh, see, Alaman knows what it is because I'm gonna just fucking say it. I don't care. So spoilers for this, but in the manga, Fuka actually gets hit by a truck and dies, and that is where
Oh!
the series shifts. Yeah, she gets hit by
She
a
gets
truck, dies,
trucked.
and the
Truck
thing is
doesn't
that
have one job.
from there, that's fucked up. Man, the truck had one job. Yeah, they changed the whole story because now it's a different band and they have to try to like realize that we have to move on and stuff like that. It was a lot better after that. I hate to say it, but nope, they didn't do it. So yeah.
So what's your rating?
After not even finishing the show, I'm gonna say like a 6 out of 10 to be honest.
Oh!
Same 5, 6 out of 10.
Oh!
Yeah, same.
It's buns.
Don't
watch it.
Not good.
I kind of watched it alongside with Blade Memory.
Yeah.
So I mean, from what we watched, it was just it was bore. It was a bore fest.
Yeah, it really
Truck
does.
couldn't had one job.
You noticed that before?
I mean, the
I just
first
saw it.
I didn't mind the first couple of episodes, but as I said, when that cliche, like the full cliche moment, like, I mean, the statue part was terrible, but then the bit on the beach was just like, I am baffled by that still.
Yeah.
I just do not get it. So yeah, the first couple of episodes were good. Now it's about, I don't know, a 1 out of 10. There you go, sorted. Easy peasy.
Damn.
Simple.
Damn.
Simple.
All right. Did any of us watch Gabriel Dropout?
No.
No.
Did any of
No.
us watch that Siren thing?
No.
So,
No,
sorry.
irrelevant.
All right. I think
No,
you guys watched Chaos Child, though.
I watched the first 4 episodes.
Irrelevant then.
Can I sum this up real fast? Because it's not even
It
really
sucks. There we go. Move on.
No, that's
Oh, besides
exactly.
the
No, I'm not
first
even bullshitting.
episode,
That
well,
was
besides-
literally what I was gonna say. It's 1 episode of recap, and then 3 more episodes of stupid bullshit that no one gives a shit about because Chaos Child really does suck.
I mean, opening's good. That's the only thing that's good about it.
Opening's great, yeah, because it's done by that girl that does every opening for basically Steins Gate to Robotics Notes, etc. She does all the openings. I love her openings, but nope.
All
Irrelevant.
right. And the next one is going to be Memories Anime of the Season, Handshakers.
No, anime of the year.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
it.
You're
Why
sorry.
would that be
Fuck.
so good.
Sorry.
Here's the deal with
like,
Handshakers. It
Changed
was,
lifetime
It's
change.
shit.
Dude,
It
I
was-
said that in the beginning.
No,
I
it
was
was
like,
so-
it's just pretty animation.
listen, it's bad, right?
No
But
kidding.
somehow still I enjoyed it.
What?
Because
I-
you
I
Because
still
you
found
lost brain
enjoyment in
cells
it.
watching it, so it's kind of like drugs or
Oh,
I
something.
still
so
found
he-
enjoyment in
okay.
it somehow. I don't know, but
was it the lollies?
Dude, no, oh my god, the lollies. Oh,
I
I'm
guess
so
those
annoyed.
shining lights really got to you, dude. Didn't know what you were
Yeah,
seeing.
those sweet optical flares.
Dude,
blew your mind.
It memorized you, man. Okay, listen, it hypnotized you. It's
Didn't
okay.
know what was going
We'll fix
on.
that.
Didn't you watch it all too, Aaron?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What did
Did he
you think?
reviewed it all?
I know.
shit. At least I didn't react to it all.
Then he was like reviewing every
Episode,
episode. He's
every-
like,
yeah.
Rick, you should just be
Dude.
like, yeah, this episode sucked. That's the end of
Aaron
this
like
one.
does it,
Next
and he's like, I have to. I'm committed to my
thing
fans.
is-
I'm like that though, dude. That's
Like
how,
Miles
that's
always
how I want to be a
says.
reviewer. I'm not gonna just drop shit when it's convenient.
And then
How can you
everyone's like,
say
please
anything
drop.
about it if you haven't watched it?
What?
How can you say anything about it if you haven't watched it, you guys? Huh?
I did.
I
did.
watched it. I watched it all the way through. I can say whatever.
watched
the
I'm
fuck I
all
want.
of
I'm
it.
saying I'm
It
talking to
was
Miles
like,
and the
no.
others.
I watched the
no,
first
that's not-
episode in
dude,
peace.
One and a
Ben,
half
what are you talking about?
episodes. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Boring, crap,
Yeah.
irrelevant show.
Handshakers from the
1 out of
beginning.
10.
Has anyone here seen Absolute Duo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Absolute Duo to me was Handshakers. Like the same concept at the beginning, it just slightly altered, but they're so fucking similar in concept at times. And there was a shit on me because I didn't like Absolute Duo. I hated Absolute Duo. To be honest with you, Handshakers is garbage. Honestly, I think I gave it like a 4 out of 10 just because I liked the opening and I did dig some of the fights. Some of the fights were actually pretty good when they weren't done with the weird
The
camera.
fight
effect.
against the idol girl was pretty good.
The fight against the Idol Girl was good. The fight with the brother near the end wasn't that bad, and some of the past fights were good when they showed them when they showed the brothers, or not the brothers, but the scientists working together when they were fighting. That was cool. That's about it.
600
That whole backstory was pretty good.
Yeah, no, that story's good.
647 people gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's good.
What are you guys doing?
Dude, I've had people actually tell me on my videos, "Oh my god, this is the best show ever. I fucking am in love with it." I'm like, okay.
And then you
I mean-
blocked them from your channel.
I wanted to. I was thinking of it, I'm like,
You're
No,
like,
no, but
he's
seriously,
not
it's-
okay. Maybe I shouldn't allow him to comment on my channel.
I really like. I don't know why anyone would like that show. I'll be honest with you. If you like it, it's okay, fine. But
Someone's
I don't know how
parents
you-
shouldn't have let them on the computer.
That guy's like, I don't need to see my dinner again.
He already had to see it twice.
yeah,
Once when
fortunately.
eating it and once when we started talking about this. He doesn't want to
Uh-huh.
see it again. So
No,
what
but it was
did
it was
you
bad,
give it?
but I still somehow enjoyed it. Like there were parts of it that I enjoyed still.
Yeah, well, there's like I said, there's a few episodes I enjoyed, but it's still overall it sucks.
5.69.
I wish it was lore. Yeah, I don't
I think I
it
gave it
deserves
a
Yeah, it should be down in the one.
Nate gave it
one
an
I gave it a
eight.
6, I think.
Wow, you gave it higher than I.
0.01. That's what
I
it
gave
should
it a
be on.
6 out of 10.
When I graded it, I gave it a D minus.
It's not the worst thing I've ever saw.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
fill it completely, but I kind of like.
Go watch Glass Lip.
Mm,
It's
You're
better.
saying Handshakers is the worst thing you've ever saw.
no, no, it's not.
No,
really
I'm
not.
about to.
Destruction.
I would.
Honestly, it's close to it.
Honestly,
maybe
I'd
I mean, Glass
probably
Slip and
say it
School
is.
Days. Glass Slip and School Days are the worst things I've ever watched. And Handshakers is I don't know, it's near that. I'd say.
I'm just waiting for that. They're probably just waiting
Handshaker
for that.
season 2.
No, they're probably just preparing for that K project, which they just confirmed is like a theatrical release. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
there's gonna be like 7 movies.
Oh yeah.
It's like a 7-part movie series.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
just freaking release a new season or something. Why bother with 7 freaking movies? I mean,
That's fucking awesome, dude. What do you mean?
just do seasons. The frick.
They're focusing on each of the stories. I'm pretty sure, like
Yeah. Each
from
of,
the
like,
novels or whatever
characters, I
from the
think.
source material. Like they have like, because I know there's like the red side story, the blue side story. They're like doing all that.
And that's why they're
And then I
separate
think there's a
movies.
movie that's gonna be fully original too.
All right.
Handshaker sucks. Anyway,
So next one
Wow.
is Tales of Zestiria, the X
I
second
haven't
Garbage.
finished
season.
yet, dude.
Oh,
It's not
Why are
even
we going
finished
from
yet.
garbage to garbage?
The first
It's not even
season,
finished.
the first season was not bad at all, but then
No.
they changed the direction of the series, and season 2 was even worse off. Like it made no sense. It was a bore
Yeah,
fest.
I
like
agree with
I was really looking forward to this because
Resident
they were actually
Evil.
adapting the first half of the first season quite well, but then they steered away into a different direction in which it just bored the living shit out of me.
And
If you
everyone
don't know
else
what
was watching it.
malevolence is, then I'm pretty sure your brain
They
dead.
say malevolence every.
Malevolence. No, they
Malevolence.
say malevolence.
Malevolence.
Not
or whatever
malevolence,
you said.
okay? They say malevolence.
Like just do a counter. Everyone just go look at all the episodes, count how many times they freaking say malevolence, and then send
You
me,
just
send me it on
done
Twitter.
it
Send me it on Twitter.
again.
Anyways, you know how
It's a
they say
drinking
sometimes.
game.
No. I told people to have a
Yeah,
drinking game
you'd
with that, but you would
die.
die. You would get liver poisoning.
You would die, dude.
Watch
first
one
episode
episode and
alone.
you're dead.
Like,
Yeah,
shit.
seriously, dude.
Dude, I couldn't even finish the first season. And I actually really love Tales stuff. And I couldn't even finish the first season.
It was the second season won't help you. And what sucks even more about it is that the last episode doesn't air until the end of the month, so we still have to wait like 20 more days to just finish it completely.
Oh, well.
I don't know why. Who thought that was a smart idea not to just finish it week by week? But nope, they're
It's
like,
to
no.
give a last bang.
I'm thinking like the last episode is gonna be like an hour long. I have a feeling that I'm gonna be like, no.
The Bessaria freaking episodes were the best thing about it, and it was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I agree with that, but I understand where you're coming with it.
The 2 episodes of Bessaria were freaking great.
Mm.
So, what is your rating for Tales of Zestiria the X Season
5.
2?
7 out of 10, maybe 6.5.
Maybe 6, yeah, maybe 6.
6 or
It
7.
was fine. It was fine.
It's passable. It's
It
like
was
a
fine,
fail.
but boring.
Okay.
Levelets.
Glad we went somewhere with it. Not really.
I think you're the
Took
only
them,
one. Yeah, I think you're the
took them
only
a
one that.
millennium to get to Pendrago. Or did they even get there?
What?
They didn't even get to Pendrago, did
Dude,
they?
they skipped shit, dude. They didn't do a lot of stuff that they did in the.
I don't even
actual
fucking
game.
remember.
No,
Shows
they
you how
didn't
much
go,
I
they didn't
care.
go to Pendragon. No, because they don't go. The best. Oh, by the way, let me say the only thing I liked about Tales of Zestiria the second season was the fact that they actually made Alicia like relevant and gave her the amortization. I was so happy about that because they're like, damn, that's cool. That's like that was it. That was it. So
Rest in peace, Dazzle.
yeah, rip.
Okay, so
Anyway.
is that all your opinions on that one?
Yes.
All right. The next one, I think you're the only person that might have finished it, Aaron. I don't even know if you did, but it's Akiba's Trip.
Oh yeah, what what sucks about this is that I wish more people. I mean, like it's got a bad rating on Mal. It's got a 6.75, but it's not bad. If you like a lot of like old school references, they make fucking 1,000,001 old school anime references. They make references to Ufotable, Type Moon. They make references to
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, which was that episode was amazing. Like hands down, best episode of the whole series was Yu-Gi-Oh, where they had people like actually dressing up as characters, and then when they were actually like playing though, everyone else saw them like just playing on a cardboard box. But meanwhile, in their heads, they were playing on this like grand stage. And he goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, like we're playing Duel Monsters or whatever it was." And he's like, "Yeah, but why does it look so corny?" He's like, "No, shut up." Dude, they had a card like he summoned a card. He goes, "Unemployed worker," like 0 attack, 0 defense.
Oh no.
Stupid. And then he goes, "But when I use this, the employment track, he goes up to like socially not awkward, something like that." I'm like, he fucking gave like 3,000 attack points and stuff like that, and wins the game for them. It was so
Jeez.
great. But there was a lot of like, if you like stuff with a lot of anime references, it had a whole bunch. It even had references to video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was nothing like the game that it's based off of. Very like, besides the stripping part, was probably the only thing they kept about it. But it wasn't a bad show. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I watched half of it and it wasn't like obviously the greatest thing, but it was like pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, it's one of those shows you watch, you just enjoy it. Like you're not going to keep watching Gonzo. I mean, I think even Gonzo, they make a joke about how horrible the animation is at times because they do some really terrible animation, but they make jokes about it, like going, "Oh, what's wrong with those characters? Why do they look like that?" And he goes, "I don't know. Must be some issue with the something." And they like move on from it, like they break the fourth wall with it, and they just move on. I'm like, yeah, well, at least they know it's not that great animation wise because it really wasn't that great. So,
Some of the fight scenes are alright.
some of the fights when they really went all out, yeah. But
Yeah.
you could tell like there were times where they had like characters in the background
Yeah.
with like one beady eye.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad series. I think I mean, I understand why people wouldn't watch it because obviously it's like one of those things it's hidden around everything else that was coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, the Street Fighter episode was funny, Garros.
Oh yeah, I remember the Street the Street Fighter episode was great too.
They're like stripping clothes, dude.
That was probably my
weight.
favorite episode that I had watched.
Oh, I love that though. That was so great. Like they start stripping clothes nonstop because they just have no they have no stamina. Like, oh my god, I'm wearing too much clothes. It's keeping me from being the best fighter I could be.
Oh no.
It was funny. That was a good one. But yeah, we can move on from it because I mean,
Yes.
there's not much else to say about it.
What did you guys give it, or like for enjoyment? What do you guys think?
Like I said, 7 out of 10.
7.5.
Yeah,
All right. That's
Alright.
probably lean. I lean more Nate with that 7.5.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one will be Showa. I don't know which one of you
Oh,
watched
dude.
that.
Oh
but-
yeah,
That's why I was
anime
a
of the
Nate. All of
season.
them. I just started
Anime of the year, bro. I'm sorry, but
it.
I don't think
Yeah,
anything
shut
else.
up.
I don't think anything this year is gonna top Showa.
Showa
Like, for
was
real.
fantastic. This.
Dude, I'm loving the
Like,
first season.
I know what's
watching
gonna
it.
happen to My Hero, and I can honestly say that even that's not gonna surpass this.
Damn,
See.
really?
Like, for real.
See ya.
Like, that's how fucking good Showa is. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I gotta continue with Showa. I really do.
Like, the first season for me, like, was honestly like an 8 or 8.5. Like, it was good, but it wasn't like every single episode of Showa season 2 was fucking amazing. I went from an 8 with the first season to a 10 with the second season. It's honestly like one of the greatest things I've ever fucking watched. Showa
Yeah.
season 2. And Showa as a whole is dude.
And it's so different compared to other anime out there.
Oh yeah. It's mainly like there's no action. It's literally dialogue driven. It's a dialogue driven series and in a character driven series, but just like, ah man, I've never saw it like done like that before at all.
So a
Like,
slice of life.
No, it's not
really
even
slice of life,
no,
to be honest.
no.
More like-
It's just a straight drama,
Yeah,
pretty
Hmm.
much. But
Yeah, I
dude, it's
still
like,
need to watch it.
oh
it's a
man.
drama revolving.
I'm gonna
around-
tell you now, if you go into Showa in the first season, like it's good, but it's not anything like too amazing, at least in my opinion. But the
Got-
second season, like every single episode of the second season, I'm not even kidding, is fucking great. Like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single fucking episode.
I'll be honest with you. Like, and this is someone only watching several episodes of the first season so far. I'll say this: like, if you don't like the first episode, because the first episode was like what 40 minutes long or 50
Yeah.
minutes long, that's gonna tell you if you like the show or not. Like, usually I tell people, oh, you watch at least a few episodes. No, like the first episode for me told me I would love the show. But I know for other people, that's gonna be what tells you if you like it or not.
Yeah,
because
the
that
first
styling
episode-
is basically what it does throughout the rest of it.
Yeah, the first episode of Showa, it's really hard to get into at first because the first episode is like 45 minutes long. And also, like I said, or like everyone has stated, it's a dialogue-driven series. It focuses on the narrative rather than, just action or whatnot. And I'm pretty sure that's what everyone tries to look into. Not a lot of people like narrative-driven shows because they find it boring.
Yeah, at least
But
not
trust-
anymore. Yeah.
Trust me.
Needs
It's
to be
good.
explosions and fan service every 2 seconds and
Yeah.
lollies everywhere because lollies seem to be like just everyone's favorite thing now.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
Showa's, oh
Mhm.
man, dude. Just like I haven't felt like that for a series in like such a long time, dude. Like for real. Like a seasonal show.
Just wait till you slide in Claned.
Oh yeah, I found you got Planet, dude. You're gonna love it, dude.
Like the
Especially
whole
after
first
Frozen.
season is pretty much a flashback. And then the second season just, oh man, just like everything you get like about the past of like Rakugo and like what's behind it and whatnot, like with Sukuroku and Yakumo, like what they kind of built for it, and then
Yeah.
passing it on to the next generation, like in the second season. Oh man, it's like I literally haven't saw it done like that before, like with any show. And usually like shows like Show aren't usually for me like dialogue driven dramas or anything like that, but it just fucking blew my mind, dude. For real.
Right.
Nice.
It's almost at a 9. It's almost at a 9 on Mal, and deservingly definitely deserves it.
So what would your guys' rating be for Showa
10 out of 10.
season 2?
100 out of
Yeah,
10 if I could
like-
give it. If
9.5.
I could give it 100 out of 10, I would. It's that good.
Wow.
Nice.
Seriously.
Right.
Go
All
watch it.
So I don't even know
Go
how
watch it.
people say this series. Is it like actually? Do people actually call it Aka, or is it just ACCA?
Aka.
People say it both Aka, but most of our
No, you
Alright.
just call it snooze
Aka
first.
means red in Japanese.
All right. Well, what do you guys
just call
think
it
about
snooze
it?
fest.
Just
I've only
call it
seen the
snooze
first
first. Resident sleeper.
Did anybody finish it?
No, it was
Too
boring
busy
as fuck.
sleeping.
I
Too busy
don't think
sleeping.
most of us finished. I mean,
All
it's
all I got from the first couple episodes was a guy who likes smoking cigarettes. That's it.
All I was doing just every episode.
Needs a
Sleeping.
4 kids dub, so then he's sucking on some lollipops.
I'll say this right now, Aka, and this is from people that I know also that went beyond the first like 2 episodes, 3 episodes. It does shift very much so, like where characters become really fucked up near the like fifth episode and stuff like that. But it's never gonna be a show that people are gonna really like that much, to be honest with you. It's
Well, someone just said it's their anime of the season.
wow, who said that? Wow, well, I mean, hey, listen, good for you, man. I don't know if I give you another season, but I can't do that. Like, I can't even get past the 4th episode. Like, I'm trying so desperately because I love the opening. The opening is the best thing about Aka. To me, the opening is
actually probably
is
the best.
probably for me like opening of the season.
The main character, I literally just didn't give a shit about him. The Gene guy.
Did he just looked so boring?
He was
and
boring
all
as
he done
fuck.
with
He was boring as fuck
all he
to
was doing
follow.
smoking. That's it. Just like looking dull as hell every day smoking. I mean,
know what's sad,
what
too?
is that?
Dude, you know what's sad too is the opening basically describes him. If you listen to the lyrics of it, smoking on a cigarette, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's all he does in that is smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what Garo says is something that I've noticed. Whoever reviewed Aka all the way through, like I know Bryn reviewed all the way through, and Garo did.
Episode 6.
It's
of
episode
12
6 where it changes a
episode
lot,
season. Like I don't have time for that garbage.
but I can't blame you.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
if
gonna
you have
wait
other
till
stuff
half
now.
the freaking
Just-
show
Just
till it gets
wait.
good.
Once you get to episode 7, it gets really good.
Yeah. Like in a 12 episode series, like why would I put myself through that?
So you all give it a snooze fest out of 10.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, resident sleeper out of 10.
Resident Sleeper.
It's an emote on Twitch of the guy sleeping. That's why I say resident sleeper because it's funny.
Isn't it some dude who like fell asleep on stream or some shit?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. The next one is Rewrite 2nd season.
Didn't watch.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I watch. I need 2 more episodes to watch still, but it's definitely better than the first season. It's still not anything. It's not even close to great, but it's still better than this first season. I guess that's a good thing. So
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Anyway.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people aren't gonna want to waste their time with the first season, so a lot of them
Yeah.
won't even get to the second season.
And I've heard everyone tell me how great the 2nd season is. I mean, it
is a lot
ratings.
better. It is a lot
But the pro-
better.
Yeah, but the problem is you have to get through the first season, obviously, to watch that, and the first
Yeah.
season sucks. I don't care what anyone says. Even that's if you watch read the light novel or not, or excuse me, the visual novel, it still sucks. So
All right. Next one is Chain Chronicle. Did anybody watch that?
I watched
I
the
watched
first 2 movies.
I watched half of it.
2 episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
No. So irrelevant.
No,
It's
it's
just-
earlier.
It's just like an average action show, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah, it is
animation
good.
was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The CG wasn't even that
Yeah,
bad.
I like what they did with the animation. Like they kind of like did like a first person type deal for like some scenes. Like
Yeah.
it was actually like pretty well handled, like with the fights and all that. But like the story, like just
Yeah, I mean, it was just
it's like
something
just
to do
a
with the
quick,
Chain Chronicle, and
it's
that's
just a
it.
quick
I mean, you
like
just forget it,
action
whatever.
fix. It's like a quick action fix show, to be honest,
Yeah.
just to get your
Mhm.
action show in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Um,
not
I
horrible,
really-
but it's whatever. I
I-
wouldn't recommend it.
I still hate the fact that it's like you have to know the game. Like I know the story because I've played the game to a certain point, so I know why he's in this world. I know what's going on. I don't know everything about it, but I know like enough of it. But otherwise, you don't get shit from the actual anime to tell you where this guy came from or what happened. And I'm like, that's why? Why would
Yeah,
you do that?
That's what put me off on the show because I only watched like the first like 2 to 3 episodes, and I couldn't understand anything because you get introduced to characters so fucfucking quick. There's like a whole diverse amount of characters, and they don't even have any
Yeah, they don't get
characterization at
really-
all.
Because they're all I'm not bullshit, dude. They're all explained. Every character he meets and every character that's part of his like mercenary group is explained in the game. Because like he's teleported to that world. He meets the person with the chain chronicle. He goes and meets all these characters as he goes around. It's supposed to be like the summons, and that is where the games comes from. The story comes from.
I guess if everyone who watched it played the game, they would probably have a higher rating.
Yeah, no, because the people that have played the game tell me, hey, they really like it because they with certain characters and why certain characters love each other or hate each other, etc. Makes sense to me. I understand completely then, but even I can't look past that point because I think that's a stupid way of making an anime. Is making it where you have to play this thing to understand it. That's
right.
Or at least have a flashback episode. You know, like say this is what happened.
Or at least adapt it right.
Exactly. Like no, there's no excuse. Like even if you have played the game, why would you do it that way?
Fair enough. So irrelevant.
Probably like a 7 out of 10 or something.
Yeah.
6.5, 7 out of 10.
And that's the thing too. Going back on that topic, like if they adapted the anime correctly, that would actually help your viewership because then your freaking viewers would want to check out the game and they would buy it. You know?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, now we got Grand Blue, another game adaptation.
Which also does the same thing from what I hear. But not as bad. I don't know how bad it is, but
Yeah,
So-
first 2 episodes are alright.
okay.
Let's move on to the next one. It's Eld Live.
Watched the first episode. It sucked. Anyways, moving on.
Like, I
Travis
really
liked this
wanted it
anime,
to
don't
be
you?
good.
I
I
know.
really wanted it to be good. I don't know if I'm gonna continue it just because I like the person who is around the story and all that. But I mean, it's Studio Clown. I mean, just stop making anime, please. God,
Yeah, I
to be
agree.
fair though, I mean, the Reborn manga was an actual manga. I'm pretty sure Eld Live is some like digital manga that barely ever comes out or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's only digital, I think. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how good it is or whatever. So yeah, but thanks, Clown. Appreciate it. Pick up freaking things where good people make.
I'm going to change Yu Yu Hakusho and make it new.
Dude, I'm finishing Natsume's Book of Friends first, boy.
So
Nice. I heard that's a good series. I want to watch it.
It is a good series. Everyone here would enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I've heard good things about it.
And it gets better and
Everyone here,
better.
for sure.
So
100%. Everyone will enjoy it.
anyone watch that one room thing?
No.
What the hell it is?
You
Nope.
skipped over one
Garbage.
important series, though.
What?
Oh, Honkai.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, Kuzuno Haka. I was wondering if we were going to talk about
So
that.
that irrelevant show. Okay.
Kuzuno
I was
Haka
like,
is
I
pretty-
was waiting for you to say it, unless you were
I mean-
saving it best for last.
No,
Not really,
it.
Best for last.
Can I just say Kuzuno Honkai, like, I don't hate it. I don't love it. It was hard for me to watch for various reasons, to be honest with you. But because at the time I was dealing with breakup and all that shit myself. But
Oh god.
dude, no, I'm just
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
hard
it was
to
just
watch.
a burst. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm just saying, but I'm being honest with you. Like that show is really hard to watch when you. And I met someone else that actually watched it during a breakup too, and they said the same thing. Like it's kind of like painful to watch for some reason. But other than that, it was a great show. It just ends on a stupid note. Like the actual main characters break apart essentially, and the bad people, the ones that you don't think that would ever get together, end up getting married. I'm like, what? Why? I don't know the show, man. I don't have very much to say. Like animation's great, the opening's great. Besides that, I hate the show. I hate it for various reasons. But
You hate it.
I do
Shit.
hate it because I really do hate that the ending. I really like the more I think about the ending and the more I think about the story, it pisses me off because there's a lot of melodrama in Kuzuno Honkai. Like there's a lot of
that's the-
forced drama.
That's the
A
thing
lot.
that people have problems with. Like Kuzuno Honkai, I personally think is actually a really good series. However, there's certain characters that piss you off.
It's
That
supposed
really
to be
turn
like
you
that,
off.
though.
So
You know,
I mean, yeah, they're built like that because everyone's
you're
a fucking
I hate
scummy.
them.
Like, no, I get that, and I think it's kind of cool because they've never really done another. This is another one of example that they've never done a story like this, where it's so mature. You know, instead of the typical high school, romance where it's like, oh, I don't want to
They
kiss you.
touch on
That's
shit that
no,
other shows don't want to
this is
do.
stuff. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
stuff that high schoolers do. High schoolers have sex. I don't care what people believe or don't want to believe. That's something that happens. You know, it
Middle
sometimes leads
schoolers have sex. What the fuck you talking
now
about?
and
High
no,
schoolers?
but nowadays, yeah, that's not true. That's
Oh, yeah, that
not
is
correct.
true.
It's very true, yeah. But the thing is that a lot of anime tends to stick away from that. They don't want to kind of focus on that. They always make it where high school is like such a sanctuary. Kids are still innocent. They
The
don't want to touch each
precious
other, they hug each
babies.
other.
Shit ain't like that anymore.
Exactly, and that's what I liked about Kuzuno Haka. I think that was one of the strongest points of it is that it's a story that's dark, but it's also very real. I just think that a lot of times they really try to go for like this melodrama that's not needed. You don't need to do a lot of the stuff that happens in it. It's still a good series. I mean, I'm not going to say I hate the show. Really, I like the show for the most part. To be honest with you, I give it like a 7 out of 10 personally. That's what I give it. I mean, the animation was like the animation is so stylish. I think that's one thing we agree with Nate. Remember like how they do the actual like comic book cuts and stuff.
Oh
I thought that was
yeah, yeah, I
awesome.
love how they do that.
Yeah, I think that's
Some
so cool.
some people don't like that, but I'm like, and people because I remember someone was like, "That's so lazy. They just stick a panel from the manga in the middle of the episode."
I love the opening though.
Oh, dude, I
Dude,
have to open it my
the
phone.
music, the presentation, like all of that is like phenomenal.
Yeah.
I did I really think about it? Like I can't really like think of something that really disliked about the show. I mean, like yeah, the characters pissed me off and all that with their actions
Right.
and some of the shit they did, but like after I thought about it, I was like, I'm supposed to like hate these characters. I'm not supposed to like what they're doing because that's the whole thing with the show and like what love can, make people do and the decisions they can make, especially when there's like things like jealousy, there's things like that come with like whether it's a long-term relationship, just kind of you're just dating or whatever the hell it is, like there's like Kuzuno Honkai kind of touches on like the side of like romance that really other shows don't want to do, at least that you see in anime. Now, there's probably other shows out there like American shows or whatever that, you see like sex all the fucking time and all that shit. But like with anime, like I haven't watched a show that like handled like that side of romance like that. And not in
Right,
like a
exactly.
fucking goofy way because of course you have all those like ecchi harems that are in high school settings where they literally like you see all that going on,
Right,
but like
but it's comedic, and when
yeah,
they put it's
it's
comedic, this
not
is serious.
realistic whatsoever. Like Kuzuno Honkai isn't like it's the most realistic like take on it, I guess I could say.
Right. But I also feel like,
Like
and
it's
this
the
is something,
closest thing to realistic.
and the one thing too is some of the characters at the end get shafted. Like they lose their story completely. Like the one girl that's with them, actually the one girl that not the one girl with them, the one girl that falls in love with the other girl, Hanabi, yeah, the redhead one. She didn't have red hair. What color was her hair? I forgot. What regardless, she gets shafted. The other girl with the fucking twin tails, they just kind of like basically
Do you
go, hey,
think
here's your
you think
episode.
at the end of the series like she becomes straight?
I think they
Because you
try to
know
hint
how
to
she
that.
has that cousin of
Right.
hers or
The one
whatever,
that
like
loves her, but
yeah.
he's always been hesitant to
They
tell
kind
her.
of like yeah, they kind of like showed that a little like they or not really showed it, but they kind of hinted at it a bit like
Right, but that's
I
what
don't know,
that's what I mean.
with the
Like they
very
could have
end of
did
it.
more with them. I think they could like they had her being such a relevant concept, and they even had the story with the cousin being in love with her, but not really wanted to show it because he really didn't feel like she really cared for him that way. But I'm like, what? Why did these characters basically just fall off the face of the earth after their episode? Like they're just gone. That's it. They're done. And I had issues with it. But like I said before, my biggest issue is a lot of the drama that does happen, while realistic and I could believe it, also feels forced at times. Like they feel like they really push for these characters to get with like the worst scum of the world. I get the show's called Scum's Wish. I get that, but it's like, damn, dude, this isn't like how everything happens nowadays. Not to this extent too. You're not gonna have like girls switching back and forth between 50 different partners. It's
Yeah,
Uh,
that happens a lot.
not in the realm the show does it, man. I'm just saying, not like
I don't know, man. It's
Uh,
I
like,
don't know, dude.
dude,
I don't
like,
know.
there's worse shit out there than Kuzu no Honkai, like out in the real world, bro.
you ever
No,
been to
trust me,
high
I've read some.
school?
Yeah,
Like I live in Cleveland. You should like some
I
of the
live in
shit
New
I
York
hear and see.
in Pennsylvania, which
Oh, I
are
bet you too then.
yeah, dude. Trust me, some of the shit I've seen is fucking in Pennsylvania where people were bored as shit. You know,
Like this is like Kuzuno Honkai. Like that's just like this is just kiddie shit compared to real life.
well, you know what?
Right.
Let me rephrase it because yeah, maybe how I said it was inaccurate. I'm just saying that a lot of times how stuff does happen just feels unrealistic at times. Like
Oh.
I know it's stuff that really can
Oh,
happen.
yeah.
That's what I mean, and that's what I should have said originally. But it just feels like they're trying to pull for that. Like, oh my god, look at Hanabi. She's getting with like 20 dudes because she decides last minute that she wants to get with these different dudes. It just doesn't feel correct. And that's what I want to say with it. But I mean,
Is
still the show is good.
waiting for continuation of White Album 2. Oh hell yeah, White Album 2, the
I can't finish
greatness.
White Album too.
I
Dude.
haven't even watched them.
Oh
White
dude,
Album's good.
Habit, you need to freaking watch
But
that.
I want to
very
watch
good.
the other ones too, and people are like, "Yeah, don't watch the first one, just watch
You
the
don't really
second
need
You
one."
don't have to.
Yeah, you don't need to.
At
They
all.
don't, they're barely referenced in the second one. Like
yeah,
they
but
showed
like
once.
in a sense, I want to watch the first one if I'm gonna watch the second one, and then people say the first one isn't even that good.
No, it's not. That's what we read, and it's not relevant to the second one.
Dude,
The second one
ju-
follows different characters completely. They literally reference the people from the first one maybe once in the show, one time. That's it. You don't
Yeah,
need to watch.
just
the
watch
second,
White
the first
Album
one.
2, dude. Greatness. You'd love it.
It's a good romance story. I like it. I started. I never finished it though, unfortunately.
So, what is
Yeah,
your
we need to get on that.
overall rating of?
Did we give our final ratings for Kuzu?
No, that's
No,
what I
that's
was
what we're
gonna
doing
ask just now.
Right now. Don't
I would give it
interrupt.
7.5 out of
I'm
10. I'll be fair. 7.5 out of 10 for me.
I gave it a 9.
Wow, that's oof, I can't give it that. I do. I really can't. What about you, Miles?
I said an 8.
Oh, okay. Well, that's closer to me. So it's like in between. So we have one person 7.5, an 8, and a 9. Literally right
Yeah,
down the
and
line.
I think the reason why I liked it a whole lot more is because it seems like all the romance anime I watch are like the same thing, and Kuzu no Hankai is like different than a lot of all the romance
No,
anime I
just
saw.
watch the good romance anime then.
Yeah,
Have
like Clanhead.
you even seen Your Line April?
No.
Dude. Dude, what? I thought
Clanhead
you'd
or
seen
Your
that.
Line April?
No.
I am just baffled.
Dude, my mind's blown, man. What?
Just
CBA.
baffled.
CBA.
Yeah, just watch those two, and then Kuzuno Hongo
TBA.
like a 7 for you, mate.
CBA.
See ya.
All right. So now let's talk about the continuations, and then we'll end it off.
Oh,
So
No, we missed one show real fast.
what?
No, we didn't.
Yako days,
Yeah,
man.
no.
We missed
Okay.
Yako
Yeah,
days,
I'll see ya.
which
Do you
Okay,
guys
so
get
now-
why all these
People-
people are like? You see the fucking rating Kimono Friends has?
No. What is that?
It has a 7.81. Like for some reason that
Damn.
show like blew up like crazy.
Probably
That
because people were
CG
like
like
they were forced to
I'm
watch it.
watching the PV right now.
All right.
This
So let's get your guys' opinions on All Out.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll try.
yeah.
All Out the Greatness. The only show I bothered to finish this
No.
season.
Actually, I think there's only a few more episodes that I actually haven't watched, but All Out's actually pretty good. I like it.
Yeah,
Madhouse
and
did a pretty good job.
underrated as hell, man.
Hell yeah.
What is with these freaking ratings, dude? 7.26, I think it is on Mal right now. I mean, what are you all playing at? I mean, Nate, I think we were talking about it before, and Nate was like, oh, yeah, it's a 9 for me, and they gave it an 8. Like, I'm baffled. Absolutely baffled.
Well, the last few episodes kind of dragged out for me.
What? You mad?
You know,
You done?
it's like he
What?
stopped himself mid-sentence.
You okay?
Hey, you okay, man? That was weird.
Like the last episode was good, but like the few episodes before that were kind of like they were all right, but they weren't like I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like we had 3 or 4 episodes straight of just like comedy and character development, kind of a little bit.
Dude, that bit alone with Gion like eating, and he was like, "Oh, look over here," so you could take a picture. That was
Yeah, but that was like in
10
the
out of
mid.
10.
That was like in the middle of the series. That
10
shit was
out of
great.
10 episode. That was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, All Out.
The
Everyone
beginning,
needs to
like
go
this is
watch it.
just this isn't anything compared to what I feel is to come with All Out. So
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of how I was with Haikyuu. Like Haikyuu, I gave like an 8.5 or a 9 or
Oh
something
hell
like
yeah!
that.
I mean, if this gets a second
The
season,
first season.
if this gets a second season, I think it'll be on the Haikyuu level.
Yeah,
So,
I think
yeah.
it could. I think it could for real too.
For sure, because it was just training. Like you were literally like the last few episodes were literally a training camp. So
what's your
Like, I don't know. I like All Out in that fact because well, like some sports shows like Haikyuu, like you're not gonna be like
Kuriko's
the
basket.
best team right away, and you get
Kuriko's
that
no basket.
like it's represented like really well in All Out because
yeah,
like they're honestly shit at the beginning, but then after they get their coach, after they actually like have some structure to the team, and they see that like as a whole they have potential, like that really start seeing things come together, and that's like kind of where they leave off at the end of season one. Obviously they still have a lot to work on, but like just seeing that like, and especially how they focus on some of the side characters and whatnot, they do like Haikyuu does the same thing, like with the main
Mhm.
cast and the side characters.
yeah, it's much better than Croker no superpowers.
Kuriko no basket.
Kuroko
is
no
awesome.
shit stain?
Kuriko
Yeah.
no basket is awesome.
Croker no
Yeah,
snooze
no.
fest.
Kuroko no let me dunk from half court.
Alright. So, what is your rating of All Out?
Oh, I gave it a 10. I loved it.
And
I
Nate?
gave it a 9 or a 8.5, but like on Mal you can't do like, yeah.
Okay. So
So kind of around the same rating for Haikyuu season 1.
March comes like Lion finished last season too.
the next
IBO.
one is Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2.
I haven't finished the first season yet.
It was so great, but so bad at the same time because they decided to kill off like half the cast.
What you expect if they're in war?
I know, that's why I'm like I'm not, no, the show's not bad. It's just like I don't like it because so many characters die, but I get like that they actually die. Like in like other shows, like fucking characters have like the craziest like plot armor where they just survive everything somehow.
Kuroko no basket is better than Haikyuu for sure. Like, are you
Yeah,
mad?
Chloe.
Stop.
Are you mad?
Stop.
Are you serious?
Stop.
Hell
Thank
no.
Thank you.
Hell no.
I so
Stop.
agree with it. Thank you.
Hell no.
Stop.
Can't even compare that garbage to Haikyuu, boy.
Dude, that
Oh,
shit is
no.
so bad. I tried watching one episode and I literally almost tried to buy acid online to shove in my eyes.
Nope, Kirk no basket's better.
Nah,
Anyway.
hell no. Dude, just finish Haikyuu.
Nah, okay. I am gonna
Stop
finish
watching
the
that
first season.
garbage.
I am
Any-
gonna finish
Don't
the
wanna
first
watch
season
that
of the
garbo.
but no.
Any other
Nope.
thoughts on Iron-Blooded
Dude.
Orphans?
But
Yeah, it was already spoiled for me, so I cry. Just
watch
in the
it.
Discord,
One
and
of my
someone's
favorite-
like, "Yeah, this person freaking
My first
whatever,
Gundam
right?"
series ever,
Come on.
and it's one of my favorite.
Woo!
It's one of my favorite mechs ever. So
I love you guys.
I mean,
Alright.
how can you just like Croker no basket over Haikyuu? Baffles me. Just absolutely baffled. You must
I
have been
guess the-
sleeping.
opinions. People have their opinions.
Wrong opinions at that.
So what was your rating on Iron-Blooded Orphans, Nate?
10 out of 10.
Nice.
It was great, dude. I love the characters in that series so much, and there's a little bit of everything, honestly, in Iron Blooded Orphans.
All
I mean,
right.
I need
it's spoiled. I'll agree with him on that. But
And the last one,
the best for last.
Gatsu no Lion.
Woo! Best
Yep.
show for me so far this year. Woo!
Same.
For me, this is my favorite show of the year. Three Guys into a Lion is honestly like a masterpiece. That's a 10 out of 10. I don't even need to say much more about it. It's fucking amazing. I was blown away by how often I could feel emotions from characters and how often the story was so well done, and just like you think like I said before, and I said this in a few reviews, you think that you hear about it, it says like shogi, it's like, oh god, it's gonna be about shogi, that sounds boring as shit, and it's never really just about shogi. That's always just a background thing.
I was
It's
hyped
this
as
show.
fuck. I'd be more hyped as fuck if it was literally just about shogi.
No, I'm just saying the fact that I like shogi myself. I'm just saying that I know a lot of people, they probably heard that and they went, that sounds so boring. No, but I'll tell you right now, if you've not seen Three Gods No Lion or March Comes Left Lion, I mean, you need to go watch it. It is hands down one of my favorite things by Shaft.
Yeah, if
Easily.
you don't watch it, you're a retard.
And you're what?
What were you about to say?
I don't know. I think he said something about liking Shaft. That's all I heard.
I heard. I heard that he says he likes it in the shaft. I don't know.
Jesus Christ,
I
you
heard
guys
like
have
the
some fucked
same
up ears.
thing. I heard
Maybe he
like
said the
I like
chat.
Shaft.
I said this is the best thing in the
Are you talking about Studio Shaft?
Yeah, Studio Shaft,
Okay.
dumbass. Listen, man, I don't know why you guys have some of the weirdest thoughts in your fucking head,
No,
man. That's
because
scary.
just the way you worded it.
But it wasn't
No,
me.
You
if
literally-
you go back, it was perfectly fine.
I
trust me.
literally think your exact words were "I like Shaft."
No. You can go back. We're right now at exactly an hour and something. You can go back and you hear it. Thank you.
No.
But anyways, Jesus Christ.
All right, well, Aaron likes Shaft, so somebody else's turn.
No, I really don't. The
We'll be
series I like,
looking.
though.
We'll be looking back at the end of this year, and we'll say that March is the top 5 series of the year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For sure,
Unfortunately,
dude.
I mean, for me, it's best, but I can see why other people might put other stuff before it. But
Yeah.
for me, it's best thing of the year so far.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that I would say is better than that I really watched, to be honest with you. I mean, as you said, I feel like it was unexpected for a lot of people when they saw Shogi as the game and thought that was all it was going to be about, but it was definitely different. I haven't finished it all yet, but every single episode is like better and better, is kind of like the feeling that I have while watching it. It's basically absolutely insane because the whole dude's backstory behind him is like crazy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, just God.
Yeah, season 2 comes out in October. Yep.
Just God tier.
Yeah.
God tier.
Greatness. I hope it's another 20-something episodes. It could be,
I mean, yeah, it
I
could.
presume it will be.
because there's well over 100 chapters out,
Yeah.
and the first season only adapted like 40-something.
Jeez.
Plus, it had the decency to actually end in March. That is kind of crazy.
Dude, I didn't even realize that. You're right.
That's actually
Shit.
funny.
Wow, I never realized that.
They must have planned that out pretty well.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
wow.
funny. What
Yeah,
if they
I like
literally
watching
made it 22 episodes just to do that?
Oh, I mean, they do have a recap episode, so it makes sense.
That's funny as
That's
hell.
crazy. Wow.
I like how there's like a healthy balance between like the in-game shogi stuff and then out-of-game. Like I think they do a good job of that.
Yeah,
and the
I
characters
feel like
are awesome.
as you go on later, you get more shogi, but at the
Yeah,
beginning,
the second half
it's
is
more
shogi.
story.
The second half is primarily shogi based. Like it's
Yeah,
based
so-
around
yeah.
shogi, unlike the first half. Yeah, is like different.
I
Yeah,
like.
because even the first half, they barely talk about shogi. And I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I didn't-
No, it's fine. I like how they have that episode where they're teaching the family how to play. You know,
Oh,
that-
Nikaido?
the cats,
Yeah.
man,
Dude,
though, that
Nikaido
was-
is a trip.
and they had
that
like
song-
the book. Yeah,
That song.
That cat stuff was a little annoying to me.
it was kind of weird that
Shogi.
they literally didn't have a sub for it. Where I watched it, like while the song was playing, it
Really?
wasn't like subbed.
It was subbed on Crunchy. I know that.
Oh, well, yeah. I like watching
but there's
my
a
anime in
lot.
good quality.
Oh shit. It was a lot of subs though, like because the singing they had to like speed it. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But from my understanding, the kind of song tells you how, like, about the pieces in shogi or whatever,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool because then you actually get some knowledge in the game of shogi as well, which is kind of funny, ironic.
Yeah.
Because, like, Hikaru no Go is pretty similar because it's about Go, and you don't really get that sense of really seeing the stuff, if that makes sense. You don't learn anything from it. It's just, like, a good show to watch. But Gatsu, I guess you actually get to learn a little bit at the same time. I mean, if you actually pay attention and want to, but... Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, because I know a lot about shogi. I don't know how to play everything about it because of the fact that it's a lot of rules. Like, it is similar to chess. It's pretty close to it, but it's not exactly like chess.
Yeah.
But after watching the show, I actually did learn a lot about it, like, oh, what certain pieces do, like what the gold was it? It's the silver knight and the gold knight. Like, there's differences between the two, because I mean, we don't have stuff like that in, obviously, chess. But
Yeah. I know
that
some of the
concept was
pieces
pretty
are similar, though.
yeah. Well, like they showed it, like the pawns can only move forward, etc., or they can attack sideways. There's a lot of similar pieces. Like some characters can only move straight up, which is like the castle. But overall, I really that show was just like the times where Ray would cry on screen or yell. You felt that, man. Like me and Nate were talking about this the other day. Where remember Nate the scene where he's like just yelling, dude. I was like, I felt it. It went through my soul hearing him yell like that. And that is so rare that I've ever seen an anime that makes you feel what the character on screen is feeling.
Yeah, when he's just yelling to himself, like, oh, dude.
Yeah, it was so great. The imagery, like the animation, the imagery was just so awesome. Like they felt so fitting to what his emotions were going through. Like if he was upset,
made you feel.
It was such a strong show. That's why honestly, for me, it was like the show of the year for me. I mean, maybe if I watch Showa, maybe my mind will change to it. But I have right now, at least, not having watched Showa yet all the way through, it's definitely March.
Yeah, I agree. So, what would your rating be for March?
10. 10 out of 10.
What about you, Nate?
I gave it a 10.
I haven't finished it yet. I still need to catch up with I think the 3 or 2 last episodes, but I really enjoy it. It's like an 8.
Yeah. I'd probably say like
what'd you just say?
I'd honestly probably say a 10, even
An
just
8.
the stuff that I've watched.
Wow. Miles, we need to talk.
Yeah.
You gave the show an 8.
He's busy
that's a
watching
problem.
Berserk
Dude,
or
Blade,
something.
you can't say nothing when you give Full
No,
Metal a
fucking
7.
Berserk is like a 5.
I gave it an 8, dude.
7.
8.
A 7.
You go on my mouth. It's an 8.
I swear.
Thank you.
Messed up.
This dude Miles gave Berserk 2016 a higher rating than March.
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
No, I did not.
Well, dude, because he hits himself that frying pan to like hear the sound.
I didn't even finish March yet.
This
So
dude's still experiencing trauma from banging his head with a
8 is pretty good rating.
All
the
right.
pan.
So, everyone, give your opinions on the season overall. So, you can go first.
Absolute trash.
Who?
Okay.
Okay, well,
That's
All right.
it. This is, I mean,
Well,
this is-
Travis'
You can go
opinion
first.
is
Who's you?
irrelevant. So, all right.
Yeah.
All right, Blade, you can go first.
You know what? There was a lot of different shows. I don't think all the shows were that great. So this was like to me a mediocre season for the most part. Even though March was great, and even though like Who's No Hawkeye was very good, etc., it still was average with other shows like Masamune and Konosuba weren't that great this season, unfortunately. By the way, we didn't talk about Interviews with Monster Girls, which the shit I mentioned.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Which go watch that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But
10 out of 10.
it's not a 10 out of 10. But it's
Nah.
like solid 8.
10 out of 10, but he forgot about it.
I forgot
Yeah.
about it because nobody watched it. Besides me and Aaron.
But you know what? Overall, I think the season, like if I had to give it like a rating, I'd give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. The whole season as a whole.
Yeah. I'd probably agree with that. I'd probably say I'd give it like a 7.
I don't know if I'll ever come back to it, but I stopped watching around episode 2.
What?
Interviews with Monster Girls.
Oh, let's talk about the season.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh.
What
The
is-
series? Like there's like an 8.5 for me out of 10.
Trash season.
All right. Well, Nate, what is your rating for the
I'm
season?
Travis.
So honestly, for me at least, like Showa really carried the whole season. I mean, good thing Iron Blooded Orphans is there too, because that kind of helped. But it was literally just Showa. It was Showa, Iron Blooded Orphans, March. Probably those 3 were like the ones that carried the season for me. I mean, Kobayashi was great. Kuzu is great. I mean, everything else is kind of just like Little Witch is all right. I mean, everything else is just forgettable. Like there's 5 or 6 shows.
It's definitely a trash season. Like,
Oh, no.
sure, there's some great. Well, no. Because I did watch a few of the beginning episodes, didn't I? So, like, I'm just saying that compared to how much stuff came out, most things were pretty freaking bad. Let's be honest.
Well, no,
I mean, you can't say it's a good
There's
season.
maybe
at
5 or
all.
6 shows out of what, 30, 40, 50 something?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't say that's freaking a good season.
At least for me.
I mean, to me, like it is still the ones that were great though were like the main stuff of it too. Those are what kept the season, like Nate said, from failing completely. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a great season. I don't know if it's trash. I've seen way worse seasons than this. Those are trash seasons. But
I'll probably say like 7 or 7.5 out of 10 for the
Yeah.
whole season.
that's what we agree on that.
And Professor Anime?
Go watch Showa. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say around the same thing as Nate. Showa carried the whole season, to be honest. Showa's my favorite.
But what's
So.
your rating?
Yeah, go watch it.
Like I said,
You said around the same as me.
around the same.
Okay.
So we're all like 7.5.
A
So,
resident sleeper out of 10.
so
this
basically, the
Three
Otaku A
resident-
team gives this season a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. So
A
that's
resident sleeper out of 10. Not a 7.
Yeah, irrelevant. All right. So,
Spring's looking up, baby.
Yeah, spring
Yeah.
will be. Well, I think
Even though I
fire.
haven't checked out.
January.
And everything's still not out this spring, so
But at least the majority so far, every
Yeah.
first episode I've seen for them, besides a few, have been awesome.
yeah, so we may have to make a video at some point talking about the spring, maybe the midway thing, since we haven't done it in the past 2 seasons, but maybe we'll do something like this.
or our first
this one.
impressions.
Or
No, no,
yeah,
no,
I guess we still do have to
yeah,
do first
yeah.
impressions, so
Yeah.
guess
yeah, that's
guess
true,
you
yeah.
guys can see
Yeah.
that maybe next week or the week
Mm,
after.
Nah, probably
Week
2 or
after,
3.
probably.
2 or 3
A week
weeks.
after.
2 or
or
3 weeks.
week, yeah.
Because I think, yeah.
A lot of stuff
I
still
am-
comes out.
That's
Like
true.
a lot of stuff still has yet to come out.
Yeah, so
But
maybe
listen,
like
bottom
2 or
line.
3 weeks.
But bottom line, if you want to know when we do that, you gotta subscribe to us, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you can
Right.
follow us on Twitter for updates.
Make sure to
Yeah.
follow us on Twitter. Make sure to go to our apparel, buy something.
Dude,
Yeah,
buy a
check out
shirt,
our
man.
sick apparel.
And you go
yeah.
outside. You can go outside in comfort, but at the
Support
same
the
time, you go,
Otaku.
Yeah,
holy shit, look how
comfort-
cool I am.
Comfort and
Hey, yeah.
style. You can tell your
Exactly.
friends, check this podcast out, the best podcast for anime.
Damn right.
Yep.
You
Give
know?
a round of applause to Miles, the best host so far.
You're welcome.
on the podcast.
You're welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed the
That's so good stuff,
podcast.
dude.
That's it for the Winter Anime 2017
Bye,
season.
Winter.
Final
Bye.
thoughts.
And
Bye,
once
Winter.
the
I
video,
will-
Travis,
Yeah, we
belated
won't
have
miss
it.
you.
It was good talking with all of you. We'll see you
Yeah,
all.
good talking with you
later.
too, man.
Peace.
Go watch
Later.
Showa.
yeah.
March
See
Comes
ya.
Lion.
Titties.